Withdrawn during the warm-up at Spurs last weekend following the results of a hard scan. Patrick van Aanholt is fit and well, and both club and player are playing down the significance of the cardiology report. He's the only change to the 11 beaten at White Hart Lane. An injury to skipper and top scorer Scott Dan allows Damien Delaney a swift return. He was displaced by James Tomkins last weekend against Stoke. Johan Cabaye comes in for the injured Wilfried Zaha. Punch in, good ball. Hit by Cabaye, charged down by Djilobodji. Here's Punchin. Ward, Benteke climbs, and it was on target. Pickford's positioning made it a simple enough gather from the goalkeeper. There does seem to be an air of confidence about Alan Pardew's side, aiming to win 3 Premier League games in a row for the first time in more than a year. The ball brings in Van Aanholt. Defoe with a touch. Took a little nick on the way through, I thought. It's gone out for a goal kick, and I, like Defoe, thinks that that should be a corner. Just seemed to catch Tomkins on the way through after Defoe connected with the ball. Well, not solely because of him by any stretch, but Sunderland haven't won a game in either August or September since 2012. Here's Ledley. That's a strange old ball, and Defoe will get to it first and score! Horrible goal for Crystal Palace to concede, but an absolute delight for Defoe. Well, Ledley, I think, was trying to play it back towards MacArthur, but all he succeeded in doing was playing it to arguably the most predatory player out on the park. And once Defoe has managed to hold off the challenge from behind, there was only one destiny for the ball, and that was in the back of Palace's net. Mandanda couldn't keep it out, and what a bonus that is for Sunderland. Jermaine Defoe's 3rd of the season, and he is always going to prosper from errors of that magnitude. I can't say that David Moyes' side have played particularly well, but that does not matter a jot. They're 1-up. Januzaj done well, and his ball to Watmore's inviting. Challenged by Delaney. Referee doesn't like it. Awards a free kick to Sunderland. And it's a good position for Sunderland to take this free kick. There hasn't been too many chances in this game, so a second Sunderland goal. They might be thinking in terms of their first victory in the Premier League this season. Delivery looked good. Away though by Delaney. Januzaj under pressure, and he loses out to MacArthur, and it's 3-on-2 now for Crystal Palace, looking to turn defence into attack. Punchin hit it, and Pickford saved it. Well, Januzaj was caught, and suddenly Crystal Palace had 3 against Sunderland's 2. Looked as though they might have lost the impetus, but Punchin did get a shot away in the end, and Pickford made the gather. David Moyes, the 6th Sunderland permanent manager since December 2011. Manquillo trying to launch a counter-attack here for Sunderland, and in it comes for Defoe! Good block by Mandanda. Not sure that Manquillo tried to play it to Defoe, but it's still alive with Watmore. And then turned in by Defoe, and Sunderland have a clear advantage at last. Well, as long as Sunderland have Defoe fit and healthy, they will gather the points necessary to have another season in the Premier League. Jermaine Defoe takes his Premier League tally to 147, and he may well have given David Moyes his first victory as Sunderland boss. Well, Crystal Palace had just had a really good spell in this game, and Ledley, deflection and in, and now they're right back in it, and within seconds of delight, there is once again anxiety, and the man who inadvertently helped Sunderland to their opening goal via a deflection has put Crystal Palace back in the hunt. I think it might have come off Van Aanholt on the way through. It might even go down as an own goal. It was on target from Ledley. Van Aanholt trailed a leg, it hit it, and it's 2-1. Friars. He's done well, Friars. Delivery's not bad either, and there's the equalising goal, and there was nerves all over, and that's why, because MacArthur has pounced, and Palace, who trailed 2-0, have hauled it back to 2-2, and you know what, they might fancy all 3 points now. That's the first time that Friars has been on the ball since he came on, and he's done outstandingly well. Delivery is exquisite, and MacArthur getting there and driving the header beyond the helpless Pickford, and it is 2-2, and the level of anxiety around the Stadium of Light was palpable before that equaliser. Imagine what it'll be like now. Crystal Palace are going to make another change here. Punchin's going off and Lee is coming on. And he's got about 90 seconds of added time to try and make a contribution. Still work for Sunderland to do to ensure that they don't concede a point. Well, they've conceded a free kick. Manquillo's penalised right by the corner flag. And Palace are going to end this game with the opportunity to grab all 3 points. A misguided challenge that was. Well, could this be the ultimate heartbreaker for Sunderland? Delivery isn't bad, and it is the ultimate heartbreaker. Christian Benteke has turned this game completely around, and as the Sunderland fans head for the exit, Alan Pardew's heading for 3 successive victories. Well, Manquillo with a very silly concession of a free kick by the corner flag, and the marking was poor, and having led 2-0, Sunderland have been beaten in the final moments of the game. And Christian Benteke, relatively unchallenged, gets his 2nd goal. Both of them have come in the northeast, and both of them have contributed to Crystal Palace away victories. They're on the up. Sunderland are staying in the bottom.